Honorable Speaker, besides, I must also have to engage the ministry and inform the Ministry of Local Government and Lands. I heard some of my colleagues complaining about street lights and so, and I think this is not under the responsibility of Ministry of Energy alone, but we had the Ministry of Local Government under the municipalities and the area councils. Honorable Speaker, I hail from one of the biggest and the most populated region, that is the West Coast region, which is being administered by the Brikama Area Council. Honorable Speaker, of recent, we've seen no media house is trying to flag this thing to the general public to know the ongoings in that, the activities that are ongoing against the people of West Coast. And it is about time we speak about this thing and then we work for an amicable solution to this. We would not allow people to handle our rates, be holding them and still showing to be people that are administering it in the best. And what we were expecting, the list is not being realized so far. Honorable Speaker, of recent, we've seen the council working on increasing rates on businesses and rateable properties, which has brought in confusion and brings in some misunderstanding among the public, and there could be, it could cause, in long term, it could cause a threat to national security. And Honorable Speaker, I would urge the Ministry of Local Government and Lands to come very clear to make sure that the Local Government Act is being adhered to. We are being administered by people that thought politics can make things work, and it is impossible. We are people, we are one of the most populated administrative areas to be considered. We expect our markets to grow better, our businesses to flow fairly, but then we are seeing the contrary. And I think the Ministry of Local Government and Lands has a key role to play on. We've seen our vendors being kicked out by road clearers, yet still these people are paying rates to the council, and council has not ever attempted to bring them a solution to keep them down and then be selling. And we are putting these accusations to government, saying that government is chasing people from the roadsides. It is right that roads has to be cleared. But if we need our vendors to be seated, it has to be fair enough. It should be the responsibility of those councils that are administering the day-to-day activities of businesses in markets. Honorable Speaker, it's like we are trying to let ourselves be governed one way, and this is unfair. I quoted a colleague member here who has said we should not be allowed as majority MPs to be an scapegoat, but in fact, we should also be considering otherwise. We are seeing what the councils are trying to levy on people, and we are still putting a deaf eye because it is in favor of them, and we that receives complaints about people, this is open, it is open everywhere. We've seen how the Brikama Area Council is running through, administering the affairs of the Brikama Area Council by affecting people and segregating, even in the form of employment, recruitment and employment. If you get into that, the Honorable Minister, I am tasking you to get us to engage the Brikama Area Council through its Chief Executive Officer to make sure that these things comes to a halt. And let us work towards maintaining sanity. Brikama Area Council is one of the biggest and the most populated region. And then for us to be administered must be diligent. And I think the Ministry of Local Government and Land has a key role to play. People are fed up. It's not that because we cannot speak or we cannot revolt or we cannot protest it, we can protest it. And if the ministry did not work into this thing, we will come out and take a solution to this thing and face the council to make sure that we will not be intimidated. On that note, Honorable Speaker, I beg to take my seat. Thank you.